We're live. Hi, you guys. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to our live from Sri Lanka. Fingers crossed, we've tried this a few times to connect and it wasn't connecting. So please let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us, and if we're good to go. We are in the most beautiful place right now, in the middle of a beautiful resort. We can't wait to show you. So let's get started. We're gonna do something. Hi, hello. Can you guys hear us? Is it a good connection? Just give us a thumbs up if we're okay.
Comment down below where you're watching from so we can see.
Please do. We love to know. It is hot, it is humid, and it is beautiful. We are in a beautiful country. Audio is very good. Yes. We are in a resort. You will see it in a few minutes. I'll take you guys on a tour if sun permitting. So good. We thought we'd do something a little bit different today. It is still a live Q&A, but we wrote down some of the top things that people ask us over and over again so that we can answer those questions for you and help you guys out to better understand and get to know our family. We had some funny times today because yes, let us know where you're watching from. We'll quickly say hi to everybody joining in. I know it's early over in the Americas where you guys are. Hola if you're from Mexico watching. It's what, 8 a.m. So good morning to all of you guys who are watching from the Americas. And good evening to all of you guys who are in Asia.
What is the video about?
Well, we're going to do the top questions people ask us because there are some things that people ask us over and over again. So we thought we would cover those top questions and then we'll throw in one that's kind of funny at the end. So why is it not live on Facebook? The reason why it's not live on Facebook is because we need the computer to do it at the same time as this. And I wanted to show you guys quickly where we're staying and I can't do that with carrying the computer and the thing. That's why. So, but great that you're watching from the Middle East and great that you're watching from India. Welcome. That is so cool. So here's some of the top questions. And Brazil, very nice. One of the top questions people ask us, believe it or not, is, well, obviously, what is our favorite country? People always ask us that. So we'll get to that one after. But one of the questions we've been getting asked a lot is, girls, what do you miss? What is the thing you guys miss the most? Because if you're brand new and this is your very first time watching, welcome. We do these live Q&As so that we can connect with you guys, the audience, and share a little bit about where we are and so on and so forth. And we've been traveling on and off for 5 years, mostly traveling. So there are some things that the girls miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. I will answer that question in one moment. So what do you miss the most? Does anyone have something that you miss the most?
I miss my bedroom because in my bedroom you have all your things, got hiccups. You got your bed and it's just homey, right?
Yeah,
What's
I
your thing you miss?
I kind of miss having that social, being with our friends and stuff.
More the social aspect.
And then in your kitchen having everything you need because sometimes you go to places and they don't have everything.
So we just stayed at what's called a house exchange last week, and we thought we were going to be able to do some baking because this one, Angelique, loves to bake. So we went to the grocery store, we stocked up on all the baking supplies, as you do. We even brought yeast because we thought we were going to make some good fresh bread. And what happened?
We got this, they didn't even have an oven.
There was no oven. Most home exchanges that we stay at have a full kitchen with an oven and all the rest, but yeah, it didn't have that. So unfortunately we weren't able to bake. But to finish off the question, what's the thing that you miss the most?
I don't know.
Nothing. What's funny is I really don't have that many things that I'm attached to, which is really funny, and most of them fit in my bag, so I'm not really attached. And like Chloe was saying, sometimes just having proper utensils in a kitchen is like little things, but nothing major. Okay, next question. How do we afford to travel and how do we afford to keep going? So if you're brand new and you've never heard me say this before, my husband and I, we can work from the internet, so we do all of our work as we're traveling, and it's afforded us to be able to live location independent. And a lot of people wanted to know more details about that, so I have created an online course actually, and I'm going to link it below. If it's something that you're interested in starting an online business and living location independent, go check it out. Someone's saying, which country did you find Drubinski? I'll answer that in a second. So this is what we've been doing. And then, believe it or not, starting the YouTube channel has allowed us to do a lot of exchanges with different places that we are working with. And so it's allowed us the ability to stay in a lot of places, even for free, just by doing mentions and stuff in the videos. So that has afforded us to be able to travel. The other thing we've been doing that has been very affordable to travel is house exchanges. So we've been doing house exchanges with different people around the world, and it's been fantastic because then we get to stay in homes a lot of times, which is really, really, really nice. So there's the answer to that in a nutshell. But our online business that we created many years ago, we started back in 2001. I guess you can stay in the infancy stage of the internet, and we created an online business that created what's called a residual income. So every month we would get a payment for a lot of advertisers that advertise with us in different local websites that we had created. And we also manage websites. So there's, in a nutshell, what we do. People say all the time, like, oh, you guys are multimillionaires. No, we're actually not. So, but we do work as we go, and it's created us the ability to work from home, which leads into our next, yes, almost 19 years in business, which is amazing. So, and it's still running, so it's great. So like my lifestyle looks like this. We travel now throughout the day. We make really cool, fun videos for you guys, which is a lot of work, but a lot of fun. And then we come home and we still work. So sometimes we're up till very late getting work done, or in the morning is my work time. I wake up very early and try to get as much done before everybody else is awake. So there you have it. The next question people ask all the time, someone's saying, especially the YouTube salary. So unfortunately, in our case, we're still in an infancy stage, I guess you can call it, right? We are not the Drubinski or things like that. So we are pulling in a tiny bit of money, but not enough to sustain a family of 5. But we'll get there. So people are asking, how do we homeschool? That is the biggest question. Like, what about the girls' education? And along with homeschool, what about their physical education? We've had that question many times. Like, what do the girls do? So let me
yesterday we went surfing, which we haven't done for like a long time. Really nice. There was tons of beginners. We're going to show you where we are in a moment. But surfing was really good. So we do that, or we sometimes go hiking. It all depends on where we are sometimes.
So there's
For
your
example,
physical education.
When we were like in Ella, we did 3 days of hiking. We climbed up 2 mountains, and then the last one we hiked to go see the train arches, the 9-arch bridge.
And then so, for our actual school, so we use something offline now because, well, just so we can always work no matter what. And it's called SOS. And basically, you have your curriculum, so you just log in. And it's really like structured, so you have your like what to do for the day, and it's really nice because you can see like how much you've done of the chapter and how much you've done.
And it's all offline, so you don't need internet, which is perfect in like Africa. Or in these kind of countries.
Here, like lately, the power's been going out a bit, so it's
Sri Lanka, so there's not always internet everywhere you go. So with this, it's literally a USB stick. You plug it into the computer, and they have every single curriculum of their school year. And it's great as a teacher. I am not a teacher, but I can act more as a principal because it auto grades their lessons. And everything that I'm talking about, I'm linking below. So if you are thinking about homeschooling, this was my biggest challenge of going out full-time traveling was what about their school? Because I have so much responsibility already with our traditional business. To take on one more responsibility was a lot for me, and we're managing it. So
and like it's pretty straightforward. Like some of it, like we can pretty much get it doing it by ourselves. And then if we have like those really tough questions, well, then we ask our parents.
Yes, they do. So hi. Should we show you a tour before it gets too dark?
Yeah,
you guys want to see where we are? And then I'll continue my next questions. How about I do that? Okay, let me show you where we are.
Bangladesh. Wow.
Someone's watching from Bangladesh. Cool, we're going to be there soon, you guys.
Fairly soon.
Okay, you want to see? We're in the middle of a jungle, okay? We are up high, so we are above the tree line. And
we see the Indian Ocean.
We can see the Indian Ocean. Check this out. So you see this? The sun has gone down. There's the tree line there in a distance. And where you don't see any more trees,
that is the ocean.
That's basically the Indian Ocean.
Where you're surfing, like down that way.
Isn't it gorgeous? And then, okay, so let me show you our little unit. So we're staying in these little huts. Looks like this. So it's got this like beautiful roof like that. What is our next country, guys? Someone's asking.
India.
Yeah. And then, okay, so it has a beautiful sitting area like this. And then we'll quickly show you inside. Let's go in. So it has a beautiful bed. What's really nice is these units are all AC. Why is that good, guys? Why is the AC good?
Oh, the last home exchange we stayed at had no AC. And every day all you do to cool off is go in the pool, which is nice because they had a really nice pool, but it was hot.
It's hot and humid here, so.
So here is really nice. This is where I do my school.
Here's Julia's school system here. Yeah, she's got it all propped up.
So that's basically the school right there.
That's a whole school year. So instead of carrying a whole bunch of books like we did in the past, it's all on that one USB stick. Scariest, someone's asking, what is the scariest countries you've ever gone to by travel experience? I'm gonna let you think about that as we walk outside, girls. You guys can think about that. But basically, this is the unit. Let's go quickly to the pool before it gets way too dark. Someone has a key to get back in. Sorry guys, we could have done this probably more in daylight. So now we are walking and it is nighttime. But as you can see, this whole property, if you can imagine, was built in only 1.5 years.
This way to the pool.
Straight, right? So the lady who built this property, you guys, is from the Netherlands. Her and her husband, her 3 kids, came here and developed this whole beautiful property.
And there's 25 units, and guess how long it took them to build this whole entire place? Flip the camera.
I told them already.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, only 1.5
But
years.
look how big it is.
It's beautiful. It's called Tabula Rasa. I'm just going to show you the pool and then we'll finish our live over in this section over here. We'll go quickly. So the whole area has a view of the Indian Ocean in the daytime. We'll put up pictures when we go, when we do our real video tour. Isn't that gorgeous though? It is absolutely beautiful. So inviting, right?
Yeah.
So inviting. So there you have it. It's very much in the outdoors and it's very much basically in the nature. There are monkeys here. There are birds in the morning and it's just so much fun.
We've got snakes.
Well, I don't
Not
think
here.
but
But in the jungle side.
If you walk down to the jungle, you would definitely see snakes, guaranteed.
Like cobra.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that play like the flute and then the cobra comes out of the basket.
Have you guys seen that?
It's kind of scary. Because not all of them defang them. They just put a piece of scotch tape around their mouth, which isn't that good. They won't bite out of it or to get off. And bite.
Okay, so somebody asked, what is the scariest country? And I'm missing the last comment, so
someone
bear
asked
with
about
us.
what phones do you use?
We have a Google Pixel phone. What I'm on right now is an iPhone. XS.
You have
Yeah. No.
We finish it inside though.
Yeah, we'll finish it inside. So come on over here. We'll all sit and just relax
in the
here.
cold air.
So what is this? Someone asked, what's our scariest experience or travel experience, guys? I would say it was crossing for me. It was crossing
From
into.
Malawi into Mozambique.
Was that scary for you?
Scary.
Yeah.
I got scared of the snake.
You were. She was scared of a snake. The story for the Mozambique Malawi video, we did a whole video on it. You'll have to check it out. But she was scared because we were stuck at a border and they basically probably wanted a bribe and they were giving us a hard time getting in. And then some South African guy picked us up in the back of his truck. Long story short, we ran over a snake and then we got stuck with a flat tire for over an hour in the middle of Mozambique in pitch black. We couldn't flag anybody down because nobody would stop at that time of night. It was getting close to midnight at this point. And in the end, we got it fixed. So image is a bit of a problem. When you're saying image is a bit of a problem, is it, are you talking about our video? Is it a bad quality right now? Let us know, because we apologize if it is.
I don't know if you really had that many scary moments.
Not really, right? One moment I remember was crossing in from Ecuador to Colombia.
Yeah.
And the only reason was because the driver was taking a different road and we had thought that he was basically going to rob us, but he was just doing a detour. But because we followed Google Maps on the phone, we could see he was going the wrong way.
And because he had like, his almost is like his car almost, not like a real taxi, so you wouldn't know.
Exactly.
We didn't know if it was really a taxi or not.
Yeah, exactly. So one thing somebody's asked us about before is how do we go about insurance and being out of the country with health insurance and stuff like that. And so we found a company that's for digital nomads, made by digital nomads. It's called Safety Wing. And basically, you know how sometimes you go traveling and you forget maybe to buy health insurance? This is an insurance that you can buy when you're already traveling, and then it just automatically renews, and it covers you for all those major instances that, let's say you need to get airlifted, or you run into trouble where you need a hospital visit or anything like that. They reimburse all those fees, and it is worldwide. It looks a little bit blurry, but it's okay. Oh, you guys, I apologize for that. See you next time for those who have to go. So that is an insurance that we have used in the past, and we continue to use it right now, and it's fantastic. It works for our family. And let us know. We can pause the video and potentially restart it.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Back in 5 minutes. I'm not sure we're going to be on that long, but if you come back, please do. That's so funny. So these lives that we do are really to connect with you guys. I apologize for those of you who watch it after the fact, because I don't know that you see all the comments that come in all the time. We are going to be publishing videos on all of our current trips, because we have seen so many cool things, and we are filming nonstop all these cool places for you guys to see. So we will definitely share those videos with you guys. Our next video is being worked on right now, which is actually the Maldives. So I can't wait to show you guys that. It's going to be so cool. Okay, another funny question that people ask us is, how do we do laundry? How do we do laundry? Yeah.
So sometimes if you're staying like at a hotel where they overcharge like $2 for a piece of underwear, like it'll become like $100 when your family that needs to do laundry, right? So we tend to go to the local areas where there's people that will wash them, and then you just pay by the kilo, or it depends, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you're stuck where there's no washing machine, no way to do your laundry, so you have to do it in your bathtub. So if you're staying at a place with a bathtub where you have a bucket, you just put your clothes in, put some soap, and then
just
mush it down with your feet or with your hands.
The funniest we've ever done it on was a cruise. In a bucket.
Yes, we have.
And we hung it on the balcony, and that was the funniest.
It's pretty crazy what we've done. And we've been on cruise ships, actually. We went on one that had washing machines that were accessible to the people, which was fantastic.
It was like $1 for a token, and then you could fill up the washing machine as much as you'd like.
Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody has asked us this question, but I thought I would throw this one in there for you guys in case you want to know. How do we beautify ourselves? What? Because today we were doing like spa treatments. And so what did we do today?
We tinted our
We
eyelashes.
tinted our eyelashes, put on masks.
Well, I didn't.
And I did. And hi from Romania, someone's chirping in from Romania, so cool. And we've even cut our own hair recently. And then we didn't we didn't record it for a video, but we should.
I recorded it all.
No, I know we recorded it, but I didn't have the intention to put that in our video.
Oh, okay.
But it is pretty funny because we literally gave ourselves haircuts, and it's hilarious. So what did we do to do that? We popped up a YouTube video, how to cut hair, and we followed the instructions on the video on how to cut hair.
Quite well.
It did work quite well. See, we're all really nice, right? It's hilarious. Oh.
When do we return to Switzerland?
April
and May for sure, because
And
the girls have tests to do. So back to the homeschooling question, the girls do follow a school system where they have to, they follow the American school system,
can I say something?
But they have to pass tests.
But we have to pass French, and I have to actually pass a German test. But it's not that hard because it's kind of like English, like die Vater, like the father, and it's very basic.
She's going to attempt to do it. She's pretty stoked about passing a German test.
Because of Duolingo.
Because she's using Duolingo for that.
If you don't know about Duolingo, it's totally free. It's an app, and you basically can learn any language from Spanish, English, any
It's
language.
awesome. Do you know how many kids here do not know Duolingo?
So we've been telling a lot of kids here, go
Yeah,
check out Duolingo.
like if you're watching from Sri Lanka, go look at Duolingo. It seems like all the kids here do not know about it. It's something that we take for granted in, coming from the United States and such, because we have access to these things and the knowledge, but the kids here don't even know it. So our kids are like, helping some of the local kids and showing them the app. It's really cool, and connecting with them. So neat stuff. Somebody asked just recently if we've ever wanted to give up on traveling. Girls, do you want to answer that one?
For me, it was when we were in Africa, because I think it's just because it was so different. There was not good stores, and I just really miss home that I got very sad.
You got very sad. It's hard when you don't have access to grocery stores, as silly as that sounds. But sometimes home cooked meals, like sometimes we were in the middle of an area where they literally had beans on the ground for food, which we had no way to cook the beans. And there was like maybe fruits, like bananas and stuff. And then it was just really hard. So we were really happy to find a place that had like a restaurant, not where we were staying. There was no restaurants, but like 6 hours away by a bus, we found a really nice place with a restaurant. But anyway, those are those moments where you're like, I guess for dinner we're having what, girls? What did we have?
Rice.
No, I mean the times where you're traveling and you check in late, and we have usually at the gas station.
Oh no,
Like sometimes we find gas stations, so we get like drinkable
Chips.
yogurt.
in Africa
and
it's yogurt and chips usually at the
That's
gas
what we
stations.
sometimes had for meals, believe it or not.
So I said next time we go back on our African trips, we need to bring each a package of protein bars, so at least you always have something to eat.
And canned beans. No, I'm just kidding.
Beans.
That's always good.
And your tortillas.
Yeah, peanut butter, honey, and bread, if you can find bread. Anyway, we just do like the locals do. But yeah, those are those moments where you're like, what are we doing? Okay, someone asked, where are we from in Canada? Ontario, Canada. My husband's from north of Toronto, and I am from north of Kingston, if you guys know where that is. Basically north of New York. So... Oh, he's back. Great. You're back after 5 minutes. That means we've been talking for way too long. So, you guys, if you have any questions you want to ask us, feel free to ask us. Let's talk a little bit about Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is beautiful, has so much to offer, and...
It's kind of like getting our feet wet, and then India with jumping in.
Yeah, because India...
We will be there in 2 days. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow. We were going to go tomorrow to India, but we're going to push it back a day.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, you guys. How many countries did we visit currently? Okay, so we are counting, and what are we at, guys?
I have it here. Basically 100.
She's got it on her bin app.
Visit your home in India. Maybe.
How many countries?
Who is Swiss? My dad was from Switzerland, so me and the girls hold Swiss passports. You guys want to share it? We hold Swiss passports, so we have dual citizenship with Switzerland.
We've been to almost 100 basically as girls. My dad's been to over 100, so yes.
Tyler's always wanted to join the 100th club, and the girls are almost there behind him. So yay! There you go. What else? Do you want to say anything else about Sri Lanka? It's got all these diverse areas. I am so happy that we are finishing with this area of Sri Lanka where they have beautiful surfing waves, and we were able to go to the beach and enjoy this beautiful place called Tabula Rasa.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's amazing, because we started in Colombo, which is the city, so it's been nice to see all the
surfing here,
areas.
there's so many beginners. Like everyone was learning, at least at the beach we were at.
Lots of surf schools. And just a really
like
nice
surf school,
atmosphere.
surf school,
You can
surf
kind of see the
school,
difference
surf
between
school.
surfing in for example San Juan or here.
Okay, what do we enjoy most? Traveling where we stay in resorts, or staying in homes, or like a motorhome type of thing?
Well, I like staying in homes if they have everything you need, like an oven and everything you need, like a fridge. That way you can cook home cooked meals, because I love eating out at restaurants, but if you're doing it like all the time, you want a home cooked meal sometimes, right?
I was gonna say, for me it all depends. For example, sometimes it's like last night we went to a rooftop bar, which was actually like a hostel. So sometimes it's fun to go stay at those places to experience swimming, or people like us, kind of like backpackers and
people
rough
like
travelers basically. And then sometimes it's nice to just come, relax at a home and then come to a nice, hotel with proper things like AC and stuff.
Somebody asked, when are we coming to the Balkans? So we went to the Balkans. We went all through the Balkans just recently, actually. So I'm sorry if we missed seeing you or meeting you. But yeah, we just finished a Balkans tour, which was so cool. We were all throughout there. Somebody also asked, which country have we stayed in like the most, where we went and then we stayed the longest?
There's a few, like Nicaragua, we stayed long.
Nicaragua, we did that. The United States, we had that. Spain.
Mexico, we were there pretty long.
Yeah, I think those are the top countries we did that in, eh?
Yeah.
It tends to happen. Like, we go somewhere and...
you like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Dubai, we were there for a while.
Oh.
We were there for 3 weeks, I think, in Dubai.
I mean, it didn't sound
Sri
long,
Lanka,
but for us it was like...
Sri Lanka, we've been here for 3 weeks.
I guess it's not that long in terms of months, so... Really,
when do we get travel breaks? Someone's asking.
Rarely. We usually go home for 1 month and then we go.
No, well, this week kind of was like a travel break. We didn't like.
Last year we spent like 30 days at home.
Travel breaks and like at home.
Ron said, don't forget my question. We missed your question, so please ask it again if we missed it. We apologize. We don't see all of them all the time very fast. So, also, guys, we're trying to write back to everyone, of course, on Instagram and on YouTube and Facebook. And sometimes we miss you guys, or we're, in an area and it's just busy. So we apologize for not getting back to everybody. But we are trying our best to stay on top of that and getting back to everybody. So we hit a big milestone too, you guys. So we hit our 30,000 on YouTube, which was like a big woohoo. But we finally reached 10K on Instagram as well, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's still a cool milestone for you guys, for us anyway.
Motorhome or Airbnb?
So we haven't lived in a motorhome yet. We are looking to do a riverboat soon, but I would say Airbnb with things in it. So sometimes we check into Airbnbs and it's so much like a hotel that it's not homey. You know what I mean? So I would say Home Exchange, actually. That's a website that I'll link in the bottom. It's fantastic for us.
I think the person was asking about the Philippines if we're going to visit it. Since we're in this side of the world. So we've been to the Philippines before, but we haven't created any videos yet because it was back before.
It was before YouTube. So
but who knows? Who knows, right?
Someone's falling over.
With our travels, we never know where we're going to be. So it might be,
maybe we'll go again, but it won't be for a while if we do. Yeah. So, because our goal is to hit up every country in the world.
And then go back to the ones we like.
I don't know about this website. That person said about Home Exchange, they don't know about it.
It's a fantastic website. I'm going to put it in the link below. Basically, you can exchange your home for other homes, and you can use points if you don't want to do a straight exchange where they come to stay at your place and you stay at theirs. So you can bank points, and essentially, or you can do an exchange for a different date, and it's just fantastic. So, but you guys, we got to go soon. We love that you guys interact with you guys. Someone asked what?
Who does the most cooking?
Who does the most cooking? Well,
her or her?
Me and Angelique does the most baking.
We all help out.
We all.
My mom does.
Angelique does lots of the baking.
It all
depends. My mom does most of the cooking where you like fry it.
Sauces.
I do the saucing, and Julia does.
She does the saucing.
Sauces.
We make all of our own sauces. So we make our own salad dressing, our own pasta sauces, our own we love sauces. We make our own yogurt. We're all about homemade stuff, which is awesome. So someone just tuned in from New York too. Thanks for watching, you guys. So, but yes, please keep subscribing and sharing our videos, because a lot of you guys, it says on our stats, like over 80 or 90, in between 80 and 90% are not subscribed, for those of you guys watching our videos. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And we will see you hopefully next week, hopefully live from India if we have a good internet connection. And in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and joining, and love you guys. Have a super good weekend. I don't know what they're giggling about. I'm missing it. Bye-bye.
The most food.
See you guys. See you next time. Bye.